Hello rock stars! This video is about my 4.5-inch Mandala Brainstorm. This is a digital download over on my Etsy store that's going to allow you to create your very own sketchbook for your mandala art, and it's going to give you a DIY stencil so that you can take the gorgeous designs that I know you're going to create and transfer them over to different surfaces. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you get, and I'm going to show you how to use it. Let's get into it. Alright, the first 2 pages of the digital download are going to be your sketchbook pages. Once you download that PDF, you are free to print them out on whatever paper accommodates your medium best. I use cardstock for my acrylic paint and it seems to work pretty well. Then you put it on whatever binder you want. There's plenty of room at the top to 3-hole punch it. I add mine to just a plain old basic binder and I love it. I designed these pages myself to leave you plenty of room to experiment with colors and note down the exact color you use. There's a place for the date, base paint, and notes. Spot 1 and 2 are guidelines to begin practicing those mandalas. And if that's not enough, go to page 2. There's a 3rd and 4th set of guidelines that you can also print out. Now don't think there's been some times where I printed out even more. You just keep practicing until you have what you consider the perfect mandala. And then let's use this stencil to get it over on your surface. There's large, easy to read directions on how to use this stencil, but you are going to need a compass with a sharp end, a pair of scissors, and a writing utensil. Page 4 is just your personal use license. It lets you know what you can and can't do with this digital download. I've also included this little cute cutout in case you need a straight edge later on. Now let me show you exactly how I use this stencil to transfer these guidelines over to my stones. After I cut out the stencil, I use the tip of my compass to create a hole in each of the red dots, including 1 through 5. Let me show you what that means. I take the pointy end of my compass and I poke it through the paper, careful not to hit my fingers, and I get a hole. See? I'm going to do this on every one of these red dots, including 1 through 5. Just remember to take your time and try really hard to hit the center. Once you get this done, you're not going to have to do this again for a very long time. You can reuse this stencil over and over again. Let me speed this up and we'll get to the end. And now that the work is over, let's use this stencil to get these guidelines over to a stone. It's so easy. The first thing I do is take my watercolor pencil and mark the center so that I can see it through that center hole of our stencil. See? Then I'm going to hold it real firm with my finger while I take that pencil and mark all of the little holes we just created. I'm putting a little dot in each one. Alright, that's all done. We are completely done with that stencil. So let's go ahead and add our guidelines. This part I think is kind of fun. Using your compass, you're going to stick the pointy end on the first dot, the middle dot. Now adjust your pencil to spot number 2, then 3, then 4, and then way over to 5. Now, we're finished with the compass and we have 4 circles. Almost there, you guys. Now using a straight edge, we're going to mark all of the lines. I'll go ahead and use this one. Now using this flat edge, all we're going to do is recreate the straight lines in our stencil. It's just like drawing lines on a pizza. Just make sure that it goes through that center dot every time and you've got it. And there you go. You now have your guidelines from the Mandala Brainstorm on a rock. How cool is that, you guys? All that's left to do is to get out our sketchbooks and design a super fun, beautiful mandala to put on this stone. Let's do it. All right, I have my sketchbook pages printed out and I'm ready to brainstorm. I'm gonna do something I have never done before. I am gonna video the entire process of me coming up with a mandala in my sketchbook. I don't know what I'm gonna design here. All I know is that I'm designing something for this video and that I have asked my channel members what their favorite colors are, and I have pulled the most popular, which was blue and purple. That's all I have to go on. Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna speed it up because if not, it would take us forever. If you wanna slow it down, here's how to do it. All right, I'm gonna pick my colors and off we go. Don't forget that I've added chapters to this video, so you can skip around to the parts that you're most interested in, or you can let it play and enjoy the entire video. Alright, I got my colors picked and I'm ready to get to creating. I wanted to show y'all that I write these numbers down here. They are just references for tool sizes so that later on I won't forget. If I think I'm going to forget something, I write it on this paper. Sometimes they can get pretty messy too. So just remember, it's just for you to see. Write down anything, paint consistency, tool sizes, colors you hate, like these right here. I decided I did not like that rose gold and that blue together, so I'm moving over to the second try and giving this a whole nother whirl. Let's see where this ends up. Right about here, I swapped out rose gold for regular gold because I had a channel member pipe in that their favorite color was gold. All right, I'm gonna go with it. I'm not exactly loving what I've done to the outside of this, so what I'm going to do is move over to the third set of guidelines, and I'm going to kind of pick and choose from the first two things, what I liked, and then kind of mix them all together and see where that gets me. case you're wondering why I'm not painting the entire mandala, it's because I leave the other side blank in case I really don't like what I'm doing right here. I can swap over to the other side and give it another try without having to use a whole nother set of guidelines. I almost designed this mandala in 3 tries, but I decided I really didn't like that center, and the outside turned out really pretty to me, so I went to work on a new center. I like the new center, but the more I keep looking over at these petals on the 3rd mandala, I'm wondering if I like that walk the dots or if I should take these outer petals and put them on the inside. I thought that was kind of cool with the lines and the swooshes, so I'm going to give it a try over here on this edge before I put it on my final mandala. Let's see what happens, you guys. Well, I like it, but I want to go with my gut, so I'm sticking with walking the dots, and I'm not going to make you guys watch me repaint all of this on my final mandala. Here you go with a little added glitter and a few notes. I think I finally have my mandala. What do you guys think? All right, I'm going to finish up some notes on this page. I'm going to cross out the paints I didn't use and check mark the ones that I did use. And I think I am ready to put this on a rock. Let's see how this all evolved from step 1 all the way to 4. Okay, you guys, the more I look at this, I think the more I like it. I am so tickled with it. I'm going to go ahead and get my hole puncher out, put holes in the side, and get this ready to put in my sketchbook. Be sure your pages are dry. You do not want them sticking together. So since these pages are still a little wet, I'm going to put them to the side until they're fully dry. But let me give you a little look into my Mandala sketchbook with all of my brainstorms. I'm going to give you a little peek until we find a 4.5-inch brainstorm. You can see I do have several of the 3-inch ones. We'll get to those in another video. Let's take a look. My binder is a plain black basic binder. I'll link it down below. You're welcome to get the exact same one if you want. I don't mind. You can get whatever you want. You can paint it, decorate it, leave it plain. It is your sketchbook. Enjoy and do whatever you like. Now, let's take a look at some of these pages. I'm so nervous to share. I'm sure you've seen a few of these videos on my channel. Here's how it all happens. Alright, you guys get the idea. I hope you enjoyed that little tiny peek into my sketchbook. You guys, this is awesome. It's like I have my own little collection of designs, and I also have my own instruction book if I want to recreate any of these stones. I'm going to leave all the links down in the description and over on my website so that you can get your digital download downloading. Alright, the only thing left to do, you guessed it, let's get that design on a rock. Meet me back here next week and we're going to do just that. Until then, rock on!